Sacar los trapitos al sol. Sacar los trapitos al sol. Trapitos. Trapitos. Diminutive. Something not small. It could be big, I guess. But you'll see. You'll see. Sacar. Sacar is a verb and it means to take something out. When you're taking something out of a bag, out of a box, out of a drawer, out of something, out of something. Los trapitos, the cloths, like that trapo refers to any piece of fabric that you use for different things, to clean or it could be a kitchen towel or something like that. Something that you use to clean with. Trapo. And the diminutive form is trapitos. And I love it. I love it. I love the word. Al sol. In the sun, when you take something in the sun. So, a él, that's what technically we have here, but we in Spanish, this is wrong. Like you need to have al. Okay, so when that happens, you need to have al, not a él. Al. Okay, sol means sun, the sun, and that's the literal meaning. So we have it here, literal meaning, to take one's rags, pieces of cloth, and so on, to take one's rags out in the sun. Okay, so you're taking it out. It's like before, and probably now in some places, people wash their cloths, their rags, and they take them out in the sun so they dry, right? So it's similar to saying that. But what is the actual meaning? When can you use this phrase? To expose information that is private. I mean, it's an idea, right? I can't tell you a literal translation. Well, I told you the literal translation, but the meaning is, or the use is, when you say something that you shouldn't say it out. You shouldn't say it out loud. Something private, something that it's too. When someone says something like it's too much information, TMI, that's exactly it. That kind of information that you should not be saying out loud, that's what this refers to. Okay, some people, when they argue, they say things, private things, secrets, something that they should not, or they don't want other people to know for whatever reason. And when people are arguing, they might say those things. TMI. TMI. Right? Okay. So, for example, by the way, I think I said this already, but you need to know the conjugation of the verb sacar. Okay? Sacar. Miguel y María empezaron a discutir. Miguel y María empezaron a discutir. That's not good. Y sacaron sus trapitos al sol. Miguel y María empezaron a discutir y sacaron sus trapitos al sol. Something that was hidden, now it's in the sun, like outside in the sunlight. So, visible. Something like that. So, Miguel y María, well, let's see the meaning. Miguel and Why is why there? Miguel and Maria started arguing. And they, my God, and they said private things about their relationship. Okay, so it's about the situation. Are they dating? Are they saying things about themselves and their relationship? Or are they saying certain things that are private, right? So what are we talking about here? So when those things happen, when you know the situation, you kind of get the idea, okay? Sacar los trapitos al sol. They said too much. They said too much. Things we didn't need to know. So let's break this down. Okay, well, these are names. Miguel y María. Miguel and María. Empezaron. Empezaron is a great word. Comes from the verb empezar. Empezar means to start, to begin, okay? So empezaron means started. And also, great thing to know is that when you use empezar, you will see this word as well. Empezaron a. Empezar a means to start, and then you add the action. So if you want to add more to the sentence, you need to use a. Empezaron a. Okay, so remember that phrase because it's helpful to know when you need these little words, you know, it's good to know. A is a preposition and it means a bunch of things. To, at, well, actually just to and at. But when you have it with this verb, empezar a, that means to start ... Okay, so arguing in Spanish is discutir. Discutir is just when people are, you know, just talking a lot about something. They're arguing and they're saying things. They're not too happy, right? When people are not happy, arguing. I don't think you can argue happily. I mean, I don't think so. It's usually when you have some issues, right? So you're not happy, you're arguing. Discutir is a verb for that. Discutir, empezaron a discutir. This is another interesting thing to learn when you want to use empezar in a. When you say empezar a, and then you have the verb has to be in an infinitive way. That means it's not conjugated. It's, you know, it's the way it is. Discutir is the verb, and that's it. It's not conjugated. It's infinitive form. Discutir. Empezaron a discutir. Empezaron a comer. Empezaron a correr. Empezaron a hablar. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I know in English it's arguing. Started arguing. But in Spanish, it doesn't work that way. It's not empezaron a discutiendo because that doesn't make sense. The translation of arguing is discutiendo. But in Spanish, doesn't work that way. You need to have empezar a or empezaron a and then the infinitive verb. Discutir. Discutir. Okay? Y and sacaron, ellos sacaron, and they, well, this is part of the whole phrase, sacaron sus trapitos al sol. And they said, similar to saying they said private things about their relationship, TMI, TMI, that's what it means, TMI. So, remember, I have sacaron because this has to get conjugated. Ellos sacaron. Yo saqué. Él sacó. That's present tense, past tense. Present tense will be yo saco mis trapitos al sol. Oh, by the way, another important thing to say is this part here. Let me just remove all of this so we don't get confused. I know that I have los right here. Sorry. I know that I have los, okay? But when you're talking about, for example, they, then you need their, okay? Their rags. Their rags. It's not your rags, his rags. It's their rags in this situation. Of course, this changes. So this can change, okay? This can change to mi, mis. Let me just put it here. Sacar mis trapitos, my rags. That's the literal translation. But in this case, it's my private things, you know, not private things, my private information, my secrets and whatnot. Or it could be tus, your rags, okay, tus trapitos, your rags. Or it could be sus trapitos, their rags, you know, their information, their private information. So this changes. And I put los because I wanted to let you know that this changes. If someone says, yeah, like you can also say los y sacaron los trapitos al sol. You could say it, but if you want to specify that it's their information, then you need sus, okay? Like right here, sus. It's a common thing to do. Anyways, so this is another interesting, kind of funny phrase. We're talking about someone's rags to be out, visible in the sun. But it happens. I mean, those things happen. Sometimes people say too much. It's like, we didn't need to know about that. It's fine. It's fine. Just TMI.